All right, for some reason, this camera is turning. Let's see if we take this out. That way. And the two. Yeah, I'm working on that right now. Oh, Jennifer, you'll be here next time. There will be a next time. Let me check and see. Can you all hear me okay? I know there's a lot of noise going on right now. We'll fix that in just a moment. I just want to see if you all can hear me and see me. All right. So you can hear me and see me. Now I'm figuring out what's going on this. For some reason it's coming in. Let me see if I can fix that. No, that was undo. I want to give y'all a better view. Edit name and headline. Y'all, I'm going to log out and log back in with this one, so you may not hear me for just a second. Give me just a moment, okay? I'm going to you live from the workshop.
Don't see the screen out there. Yeah, see, it ain't. That's portrait lock. Auto rotate. Yep. So I guess maybe it wasn't.
Okay, so now let's try it now. Go back to that same
Let
link.
me get your plug back in.
Okay.
So you need a StreamYard? Is what you were
Yes.
telling me?
And then we'll test it.
Mhm. Then battery must have cut off or something for some reason.
All right, so at least it's showing sideways now.
This thing charging.
Look what the Lord has done.
All right, well,
No, it
that's
did.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the batteries on the mics was good, but it looks like this thing is down.
On the receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so testing, testing. So it's still working. It's just going low.
Right. But it
Okay.
has to be plugged into that in order to get to your
I
phone.
got you. So we'll just go
We'll go
off.
down.
Okay. All right, y'all. We're changing on the mics right now. If y'all have any questions, we're going to have three experts in just a moment be able to answer some questions for you all. We have an event producer. All right, can you all still hear me? Even though the mic has been removed? Let me see in the chat. Y'all stick with me. We're going to remove this live after 2. So make sure that you take your notes, ask your questions, all of that good stuff, because this is a sneak peek into the workshop. Y'all ain't even supposed to be getting this unless you're in Atlanta right now. All right, you can't hear me? Hey, TMP Customs. Hey, Nicole. Stacy. All right. Ashley, what's good, my love? All right, so you all can hear right now. If it gets to a point where you cannot hear, please let us know, because we're going to see if we can initiate some mics so it'll be a little bit easier to hear. We have printers going on in the background. There might be other things going on, and I want y'all to be able to hear. All right. So right now, y'all just missed some good stuff, but I'm going to take you around, show you around what we've been doing, what we're working on at the moment, what's been done so far. And then what I want y'all to do is go ahead and share this live. Share this live so that we have some folks in the rooms so that you can ask questions about event production. We'll have a large format printer in the building. The large format printer, we're here right now and in Atlanta at the workshop. And this particular print shop, Hotlanta Signs, does a lot of your favorite celebrities events. They're printing. And then you have me on the graphic side. So we are all teaming up to give you all the trifecta of information when it comes to event design, production, and printing. So you've asked for it, you have it, but I need y'all to share this, because the more people that we have, the more questions we get to answer. It's going to help you. So don't be stingy, okay? Go ahead and share this information, share this live. And if you happen to share it with one of your groups, please let me know what the name of your group is so I can shout you out. All right, I am closing down some things, so hopefully I don't close you all out. Let me know if y'all have any difficulties. All right, all right. I'm going to take y'all around for just a second while we're getting things situated to show you what we've been working on, what's going on so far. You all will have some questions, I'm sure. What I want to see is the questions in the comments. That way we know what questions you all have and we can address them as they roll up. So while we're waiting for those mics, I'm going to kind of take you around the shop. Let's see, can you all, okay, you can roll with me. The internet connection may be a little splotchy, but y'all hang tight for me. This is why you should have been in the building. Not relying on Wi-Fi can't take you everywhere. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take you as far as I can take you, y'all. All right, so working on some props here. These are standee cutouts that your beautiful tribe members have created. What you working on over there? You getting that bunny right. Oh no, now that's your baby bunny. Look, you weren't claiming them at first. Look, I thought I was gonna have to get a DNA test. All right, so we got some props going on here. Cam, how you feeling over there? Okay, good. We'll have some experts to help you out here. We have Taisha Smith in the building. Hey, hey. Y'all, I'm going to roll them through this way, and then y'all make sure you take credit. Stand in front of your stuff and let them know, too. Come on, balloon experts. Y'all, come on over here and show off your work. We had a balloon session today, y'all. I think this came out so amazing. What do y'all think? Come on. Look, what you ducking in front of me? All right, ladies, go ahead and show them what you did today. If this is YouTube, use some words. Y'all are live on the YouTube bitch.
Oh, we're live on
You're live on the YouTube bitch.
Hey, y'all. So we built 2 8-foot balloon girls, and we attached them to our backpack.
So this is a vinyl backdrop, right? This is an 8-foot by 8-foot vinyl backdrop with a pole pocket at the top. And this was printed here at the shop. We're going to bring together these pieces in just a bit, so you'll get to see how some of this stuff comes together. But this beautiful balloon garland setup here. So tell me, what did you use here and how much of it? And what would you charge me for something like this?
So
That was a lot, right?
so the colors we use the burn Tough Tex. So we use Tough Tex Simper Pink. I said Simper. Tough Tex Shimmer Pink.
Mm-hmm.
Tough Tex Pink. We use Tough Tex that's metallic forest. Yeah. Metallic forest. And then we use Callison gold. Metallic gold.
Beautiful.
But these are about $27 a foot. So there's 16 feet. So it's 27. 560, like I did the math in my head.
Look, y'all, look. Kim said she about to let me zoom into that math right there. That's that math frame right there. You not. I was gonna say you ain't gonna catch us slipping. Oh, maybe $20. No, baby.
Add on the delivery and the setup.
Yes, yes.
That's on that on 150.
Now, about how much time did it take to set this up? From blowing up the balloons and then also installing, what kind of time would you have to manage expectations for your clients for that?
So I pre-blow balloons in advance. So I typically blow my balloons up a week to 2 before my event because they're high quality balloons. So as long as you keep them in a temperature controlled area, nothing should happen to them. They should keep their shape and be perfectly fine. So typically I wouldn't blow up on site, but I would say about an hour, hour and a half to 2 hours to blow them up, and then probably about another hour to install.
Same for something like this.
Yes.
For the more balloons you have, obviously the longer it takes to install, but
Beautiful.
it's pretty simple. So about an hour.
And Kelly, what did you do yesterday? Tell us a little bit about what you did yesterday. I'm gonna give you a little second to brag about yourself. Can you tell us what you did?
So yesterday I was the event planner for a mastermind for an influencer named Jarrell Dinkins. He teaches people how to build wealth through real estate, short-term rental properties. So we did a stage rep, we did an accordion wall, we did a step and repeat on an 8x8 banner like this with some balloons, and we did some cubes. And it was a really good time. So yeah, I'm still tired from that, but I'm here. I came to support Dr. Shanon today, and this has been fun. Already I've learned some really cool things, like a technique that would have helped me yesterday, how to make the cubes. I really struggled on that. They came out good. It took me a long time, but they came out good. But now if I have to make them on my own again, then now I know a better way to do it. I'm gonna get out the way. Ooh. So they're bringing in all I don't know if y'all can see what's going on. Can they see that? Oh, no. Okay. I don't want to keep talking. Okay. What we gonna talk about? What we gonna talk about? Enchanting. Oh, that's it? Yes. Okay. The thing was enchanting. Enchanting, was it like yours? Enchanted garden? Enchanted garden. Okay. And it was playing off of like Wicked. Okay, yeah. So it's playing off Wicked. Trying to do something a little more unique because you've probably seen Wicked themed setups in different places on social media. So, you want to give it your own unique spin. I think we did. Yeah. We definitely did. We did. Why you gonna back away like Homer Simpson?
You remember we used Chat GPT? We do a customer. We used Chat GPT and AI and all the other things. What were some of the ways that we can use Enchanted Garden? What were some of the suggestions for the way that you can use this event theme?
Baby showers, birthdays, what else was there? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. For corporate events. Memorials, graduations. I don't know if y'all can hear them. They don't want to come get in the camera with us.
They just gonna leave us on the spot.
They're going to leave us on camera. But it does look really good. I don't know if y'all can see it. I don't think so.
No, Blake turned the camera. So
He did. Oh, they can see us. They can see it. They can see all of that. But they look really good. JJ over there with her bunnies. Those were AI generated bunnies. So what's the A? All of those AI
yeah, all
generated.
of this AI generated.
Every single piece.
To watch this transform because I was not really part of the creation because I wasn't here yesterday, but I've seen the images of where the thought process started and to see where it ended up. It was really good. So,
They changed the hues on the flowers a couple times. Yeah. We learned to change hues and how to change the color.
oh, was it recorded?
Yes.
Oh, okay, because I
It was.
wasn't there playing.
It was recorded. But yeah. JJ, don't you want to come up and talk about your experience today? Come on, let's talk about your bunny, girlie.
This is an opportunity. I will tell you honest, I used to be shy until I realized that the people making money were the people talking in the room. You know,
Okay.
they come in the room, raise their hand,
Ask a
tell
question.
people who you are and what you do. So if anything, this is family. Even though y'all on YouTube, this is it as a church, okay? I promise you nobody. And I promise you, as long as you stay on, they'll stay on too.
I love it. Yeah,
You can hear people.
Yeah, come on. Come on, JJ.
All right. Who was talking to?
Okay, so
Hey, YouTube!
and like, let us know what you do, and then also what your intention coming here, what you learn.
All right, so my name is Shanon Jones. I am from Florence, Alabama. I have an event company called Clutched Events. I primarily do a lot of wedding planning and coordination, full plan and day of coordination, but I also do event design and decor. I've done that for weddings, for birthday parties, anniversaries, baby showers, all of the things. And so I came to Doc Shannon's class to elevate my events, just to learn a lot more, a lot of things that we are outsourcing from a vendor standpoint, just learning enough to be dangerous, to be able to do it myself. So these wonderful ladies taught us how to do balloon design. I'm not a fan, but at least I know how to do it if I need to kind of cut the cost for my clients. We also did some wonderful cutouts and standees today. These are my kids. Almost got one. My kids. This Bobo and this Boo Boo. And so we cut these out today. Learn how to do that. I have never really used a knife for real box cutter, but it was very hands-on. It was great because a lot of times you can even learn what you want to do and what you don't want to do. If you want to continue to outsource or if I can do this myself. So we were able to cut these out, watch them do this different methods to be able to do it. So whether you're doing a hands-on or if you have a larger machine that can do that for you. But it was an amazing experience. It was worth coming to learn a lot of things that, to be able to elevate my business and be able to have some other things that I can provide to my clients. So it was exciting. I encourage you to come. She does another workshop. I encourage you to come. I think there's another one coming up sometimes early next year. I have intentions of coming as long as it works with my schedule. So that's all I got. Who else she's supposed to be talking to? Come on over here, brother. So thank y'all. Y'all can follow me on Facebook at Clutch Events. And hopefully, if you are in the Florence, Huntsville, Alabama area, if you know anybody in that area, send them my way. I got it. I can do all of this, maybe. We'll call my girl, Madison. She close. Madison, come do these balloons. That's what I'm doing. Come do these. Oh, y'all have any questions? I can't. Y'all have any questions for me? Apparently, I'm going skiing after this, according to Mark. But we've had fun. It was also good to network. So you meet other people, what they do, find their strengths, learn different techniques, be able to follow them, and hopefully even collab together on some events. So it's just really good. It's a good experience.
They asked if you cut with a knife.
I did, y'all. I was like,
You did not cut with a knife.
I cut with a box cutter. Same thing. The utility knife. Box cutter. So I did come with the box cutter. I don't know if I've ever used the box cutter for real.
Well, you definitely got real intricate with it.
Yeah.
What you trying to find the big one? You got that big one.
I didn't cut Bobo and Boo Boo. I didn't cut Bobo out. But it's hard. Also, you learn even with your designs of, how intricate you are if you're going to cut these out. Like maybe that's not the best thing. Maybe find something else. So I did find this to be a little bit difficult. He had a little whisker sticking out. Trying to do that. But it was my very first time. And I made his stand. I made the stand from this. I did make the stand for Bobo. It's a little, I messed it up a little bit. But, he's standing.
But he's saying
Right, he's standing strong. So we learned how to make those, cut them, be able to do that, which was also one of the things that I really wanted to learn and understand. So, I have enough from a starting standpoint to be able to take and continue to build off of it, practice, and be able to do these things for my events as well.
I love it. All right, buddy, I will say this. Some folks from the online, the little spoiled, like we get to be on the internet and do the majority of our work. So a lot of the work that we did today was done through AI, Photoshop. Ernie, and I'm gonna call Ernie the triple OG of the academy because when she came in swinging. So Ernie, tell us a little bit who you are, what you do, and what you do here that you enjoyed, that you learned.
So the reason why I first joined Innate Academy was to get my Photoshop skills down because I had the program and never used it because I got intimidated after the first couple of times using it. So I jumped on the bandwagon for Innate Academy, and then I fell in love because it was no creative left behind. During the groups, no matter what you're doing, someone always has the answer and is willing to help you. So I jumped on for that. I have a real 9-to-5 job, and I decided to do this just as something in the spare time because I realized that having kids and having twins, the prices got extremely high for me making party favors and different things like that. So it was easy for me to have Shannon's program, especially the Automizer, and being able to mock up my designs easily. I came this weekend to get a feel of how to actually go about doing large format printing and being able to cut it out. Now I absolutely know that this is not for the weak at heart. We had an on-hand person to help us. Your knife skills, you really need to have knife skills with the utility knife. So look at doing that. Learn and to just elevate what I can do if I ever decide that I want to get into event planning or something else.
I love it. So, Ernie, how were you able to apply your knowledge you already had in this real world setting?
Well, it's easy because you had the AI that you had already learned. You had the different templates, and you already realized that you can do it in a 5-minute flip. But you also have to know when to basically cut yourself off.
I love that. That's the one thing that you got from it, because we are sometimes the ones that make it more than a 5-minute flip, right? So I love that. We actually had that experience up here, and that was a part of our lesson as well. So I love that you all help others learn too by basically putting yourselves out there. So I appreciate that. I'm not sure. Can you all hear in the chat? Thank you, Arnate. Let's give it up for Arnate. Woo! All right. So do you all have any questions? I want to get to our panel in just a moment, but I wanted to make sure that we had proper sound and stuff. This isn't even all of our stuff. We have a floor wrap. We have some other elements. So like I said, this is a sneak peek. Y'all ain't getting the whole class for free. I can't do that. But what I will do is I'll make sure that you all get to see enough of the process so you don't miss the next one, okay? Especially being able to get your hands on. So let me know in the chat, can you all hear? And if you cannot hear, I need you all to help me establish where the better connection is coming from. What sides are the cutouts? Christy, some of the cutouts, like this one with the bow on top, that's all AI. Even the pattern is AI, y'all. We did a poppy pattern, pink and green to go with the theme. And that is 8 feet tall and almost 4 feet wide. It's a little more narrow than 4 feet, so we can let the bow pop out the top. The A that's on the ground is about 4 feet tall as well. And that's about a 4x4. The bunny, the big bunny is about 4 feet tall. The small bunny is about 18 inches tall. I have to go back to the math in the document to help y'all figure that out. That backdrop is an 8 foot by 8 foot backdrop. And we have some 2 foot cubes. We have some accordion wall that we're going to put together. And then we also have a floor wrap that's actually just a vinyl banner that you can get for about $100, and it will transform your floor. So we'll show you some pictures and stuff because we're still working, and I wanted to make sure that you all got this time in with the experts. So let me know now, do we have good sound before we move on to talking with our experts? We're actually going to test out a little mic right now, okay? So I need y'all to help me test the mic. Ready? Is it? Okay. All right, y'all, hold on. This is me and my brother. If y'all hear a little arguing, it's just me and my brother, okay? Hold on. All right, let's see. Go to settings, audio. It's on default. Okay, walk away. That's the only time I ever told my brother to walk away and he did it. Nope, it's not picking up on the mic. It's still full. Okay, calm down. All right. Testing. You talk. Try it again. Mm-mm. Do you have the power on? Not that one. Hold on. I don't know. Is we gonna go with this one, bud? Now, did you try? Oh, if you put it, what about if you just put it in here?
The problem was I was there the first time for something.
Okay. All right, let's try that. Here. All right, we're still here. We're working in the background, y'all. Give us a moment. All right, so we're gonna test the mic again. I'm gonna turn this mic off so we won't have an echo. Yeah. Hi, Levi, you're on YouTube. All right. Okay. So we're going to try this mic out one more again, y'all. Let's see. Settings, audio. Testing, testing. I think you can hear me. Nope. Go with what we know, buddy. All right. So we're going to speak as loud as we can. Try to get you some mics here, and that would be a try. Y'all know usually I don't use the word try, so I guess we just failed. But as long as y'all can hear us right now, that's okay. And we're going to go ahead and get going. Can y'all do me a favor and get seats for Lynn and for Ty and myself, like up front right here, and I'm going to go grab Miss Lynn. Whatever. Comfortable.
Oh yeah, let me share.
All right, so I'm gonna test out for you all. We're gonna bring it a little bit closer so y'all can hear us and see us. And this is also, so the students live, y'all please chime in. Don't let these folks on YouTube take all y'all information. You hear me? No, this is me out. No, for real. We're just making this opportunity. Thank you all so much for giving me grace on my freebie Friday. I know typically on Fridays we do a free class. I was actually traveling to this event and to prepare for this. So for y'all giving me grace on Friday, you know every time y'all bless me, I bless y'all too. So we're doing a little inside peek of our workshop, and you all will get to ask questions just as if you were here at the live event. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the beautiful people that I'm bringing on in just a moment. And Ernie, can you do me a favor? Oh, yes, I think so. Yeah, well, you can do, just if you stand right here, let me know, can you see me? And then if anybody has like their headphones or anything, if y'all can hear on YouTube.
Can you see me okay? I need to back up a little bit. You see, is my forehead shiny? Is my nose greasy? All right. Look, and you have to take the back of your hand. Look, I'm telling y'all all the secrets, y'all. Okay. I'm not a gatekeeper. You have you take the back of your hand, because your back of your hand is not oily. Take the back of your hand and you blot it across. And plus, you don't touch stuff with the back of your hand usually. So your back of your hand is usually cleaner. So you have to see how it's greasy or not. But yeah, that's the truth. All right, have a look in. All right, and then for those on YouTube, can you hear us okay? Or hear me okay at this moment? All right.
Facebook says they can hear you.
YouTube.
Oh, I didn't even know if it pushed it on Facebook. Facebook was giving me issues, so it did push on Facebook. Beautiful. All right, so what I want to do is go ahead and get you all to load up some questions. I'm going to tell you who I'm going to bring to you first so that you have some ideas of what type of questions to ask. I'm going to have an expert event planner in the game for over 10 years in this space, produces beautiful high-end events for conferences, for your favorite millionaires, for those that are doing large format design. This is going to be an opportunity for you to ask a producer, a planner, questions if you're planning on getting into the event space, right? Then we also have a world-renowned printer right here in Atlanta who's going to be telling you the tips, the tricks, the do's and the don'ts. Yesterday I wrote them down. I called them Lynn's Laws, okay? Because she was giving it to us straight about how we submit graphics. So I know we come into this game thinking that, oh, I just want to make birthday outfits for my little ones. But you end up realizing that you have a true gift. And when you have that gift, I want you to explore it, and I want you to go further than crafting. I want you to get professional with whatever it is that you do. So I have a mentor in the event production and planning, and then I also have a mentor in graphic design and printing large-scale graphics. So hopefully you all will be able to take advantage of those mentors right here, right now, without having to pay the tens of thousands of dollars of the mentorship for this 30-minute session. That's it. For 30 minutes, you get this value. So I want you to have the good questions. I want you to ask the things that you've really been wanting to know about this. We are not in any type of situation where there's gatekeeping, there's someone trying to hold back information. The only thing we're holding back is this time, because y'all got 30 minutes to ask what it is that you want to know, all right? So if you're thinking of getting into event design, event planning, and then also if you want to even purchase large format printers and you're looking into getting into that business, then this is your time to ask those questions. If you want to design, of course, you're already learning how to design for large format, large scale as well. The reason why I'm bringing this to you, because 4 years ago, my goal was to show you all how to design t-shirts, right? That was where we were starting. That's where a lot of people were struggling. You all have mastered that. You've gone on to not only design t-shirts, but banners, backdrops, a whole company's branding. And I want you to know that you can take this professional level, even if you're working from home. As a matter of fact, I would suggest that you take it professional working at home and not have to get a brick and mortar. Let the brick and mortar support you, and you go out there and you get your jobs, you line up your clients, you produce professional level results, and then you don't have to be stuck in a brick and mortar. Like literally, we're in the brick right now, right? The brick and mortar is here, and you could be out there exploring, buying your freedom, buying your time with the level of information that we have right here for you. So without further ado, I want to present to you my mentors. I have Taisha Smith of Evolution of Events coming to us. Y'all give her a hand. Yes. Woo! And I also have Lynn, and Lynn is of Hot Lanta. I gotta call her Lynn Hot Lanta, because that's how you're gonna find her on Instagram. All right, so Hot Lanta, Lynn is the Lynn that you're gonna need to know for your printing needs. She has done all the celebrities locally. We just had a grand opening event here, and it was beautiful seeing all the people come out and really support. So I just want to say thank you, ladies, and I want to ask you where you came from and how did you get here today?
I never intended this. Almost anybody that knows me knows this is not what I wanted. when you get to a certain age, you're overqualified. And what does that mean? You're too old. They want a younger generation. I'm a structural engineer. When the market crashed, I started this hobby. That's all it ever was. Just like you guys. I was doing extra stuff from my car. I was homeless, my 13 and 15-year-old in the back seat. This was never intended. I wanted a job. I wanted a paycheck on Friday. I wanted to be able to budget. I wanted to have weekends off. I wasn't raised in the era that you guys have right now, which is to be independent, to make your own money, to make your own schedules. That's not the way that we were taught. We were taught to go to school, get a good education, go to a better college, get a great job, and work for hopefully the same company until it's time to retire. Even on the news right now, you hear it's like 401 packages. They're almost a thing of the past. The economics of the whole system has changed. You can make more sitting behind a computer than actually working a real job. Okay. It was early on in my career in 09 and 010. It's going to give away my age. Before Facebook, Instagram, all of the Instas that we have. I think MySpace.
MySpace,
Yeah, MySpace. Okay.
Come on.
So I went viral before viral was a thing. I didn't know I had gone viral. I started selling business cards and postcards for a very predominant multi-level marketing company. And in less than a year, I was shipping products to 45 states and 3 countries. I had no idea what a store was, how to run a store, didn't have a clue. What it did teach me is like, I don't have to depend on anybody anymore. I used the money that we had earned to buy my very first machine. And here's where, when the 3 of us, when we tell you don't do something, it's because we've done it a couple times and messed it up and really don't want you to go through that hurt and sacrifice. I bought my very first big format printer on Craigslist, and it was an amazing price, and I should have been suckered by the amazing price. And I bought a dud. But just like when you buy a car without a warranty, it is buy as here as it is. You're stuck with it. There's nothing you can do. You can't give it back. You can't ask for your money back. And I had saved up everything for that. So when we tell you design this way, when she tells you meet with your clients this way and make sure you have a contract. When I tell you don't do this because you're going to waste your money, the 3 of us combined, we want you to be successful. This is not what I ever planned for myself, but I didn't put myself in this position. This is something that God put me in. Everything that He has made me learn, lose, suffer, grow is so that eventually this person that sits in front of you today is someone that can teach you, that is willing to not gatekeep on anything. You can ask me anything. I do not care. And it's not that I'm worried. Let's just talk about Atlanta. There's 6 million people in Atlanta. There is enough business out there for all of us to survive on. And the best next thing that I can tell you is that if we don't work together as a community, none of us are going to survive. What she can do, I can't do. What she can do, maybe she can't do, and I can't do. But when we put our focus together, we're unstoppable. Use the mentors that you have.
I love that, Lynn. So, you all, we have to give Lynn a big hand, and I see some happy belated birthday, Lynn. And I just want to say that just you being here and this experience, coming out of your shell and being able to talk live on YouTube, and Ty's gonna tell you too. Ty just got on stage today. Listen, Us creatives, very often we are introverts. Very often we're not willing to step out in the limelight, but it's our time. Number one, because you see people out there doing it wrong, and if you don't speak up, then you're just as bad as the people out there doing the crazy stuff that we know not to do. But it's because we have to put on our capes and get out there and get in front of the clients that need us, and also get in front of the people who want to learn from us. So this is a great opportunity. So I'll personally tell you, Ty is one of my mentors that I never wanted to be an event planner. Matter of fact, when I signed
No.
as I was signing up for a mentorship, I was like, let's be clear, I don't want to be an event planner. That's not what I'm coming here for. But the thing was, I needed to learn event planning because it's such a crucial part of what we're doing in the graphic world and expanding into that industry. If you don't understand how the printers print, if you don't understand how the planners plan, then we end up making artwork that doesn't fit, and we end up not understanding the industry, and we work 10 times harder. So my goal was to be able to get into this industry, to learn from people who do this firsthand, so that we can figure out where to fill in those gaps and we can work stronger in our creative superpowers. So Todd, tell us, how did you get into this world?
So pretty much how I got into this world was when I was very young. I think I was in like 6th grade. I've always loved to like design and decorate like my room, my homes, and all of those good things. And my very first event, my aunt paid me $50 to do a trunk party. Her son was going to NIU, and she paid me the $50. And I was like, wow, someone just gave me money to go. I went to the store, which was my happy place, going to shop, and I just like visualizing it as if it was yesterday, you know? And to be able to like really turn this thing into a career has been like, my
I love that. So what would you say was, if you could start all over again, where exactly would you go? What would you pick up, and where would you start making money in this industry?
starting
Like from zero. If you
Oh, so if she knew then what she knows now
Yes.
in the same career.
in this industry, like, would you have started off doing like the events that we basically go in the hole just because we
No.
wanted to look pretty?
No.
Like, I needed to look good.
absolutely not. No, I would definitely go in knowing my worth,
Mhm.
knowing that, you know, I am the expert and I'm going to get paid like an expert. So just really valuing your worth and what it is that you're bringing to your clients. Big on proposals, big on contracts, making sure you have all of your contracts and documentations like in place, because God forbid anything happen and you need to go back to that contract and say, hey, no, this is what it was, this is what it states, you know? So just pretty much having all of that in place. Insurance, definitely, for sure. Like
So for
all,
those of you that don't know, there's actually event insurance out there just for that day. So you don't have to be a brick and mortar to get event planners insurance. Anytime you're stepping onto somebody else's property, you need to have insurance. You need to have you covered, your staff covered,
for sure.
and it's not a lot of money. And on an average, you can usually work it in and bill your customer for it.
Mhm.
So insurance, guys, please.
I love it. Now, I'm gonna go check the comments real quick, see if you all have anything to ask. Now, in the room, for our workshop participants, do you all have any questions? These are experts sitting in front of you right now, so please take full advantage. Let me know if there's anything that you all want to ask. I'm asking the hard questions now, because I'm gonna tell you the truth. My mentors are not inexpensive, and they're definitely not cheap, because cheap is a word we don't even use. But they are
affordable.
afford is a word that you're gonna find a way to do, right? So you're gonna find a way to afford something that you truly want. So affordable is the context upon like the value that you're placing on that person and that particular experience. So I have been able to save myself a lot of money, from mistakes that I would have made had I not had the certain information. So if you have this opportunity right now, we have 15 more minutes, you all. 15 minutes. We can ask a planner, ask a designer, or ask a printer. What do y'all want to know?
I think for me, for the event planning side and printing, right? You said that, you know, contracts, the insurance, things like that, right? But did you have the skill set, right? You said your aunt paid you the $50, right? Do you wish you would have, say, instead of going to school for whatever, look more on, did you use the, and you, yes, you're before the Instagram or whatever. How did you get the was it just on hands experience for both of you? Or did you take a course
Nope.
to better yourself for whatever?
There wasn't a course for me. I mean, there were colleges. I have degrees in commercial art, and graphic arts. This is different. My mom had a print shop. This is different. I've always been corporate. This is different. I never did a party or this is called a prop. Okay. In the industry, this is a prop. Okay.
Correct.
My first event was for housewives. I was blindsided. I didn't watch it at that time. And I'm good friends with most of them now. I've been working for them for a really long time now. They came to me, my good friend came to me and said, hey, do you know how to make a prop? And I said, a prop? What is a prop? I build channel letters and I work for big names, Bank of America, Chick-fil-A, Budweiser. I'm a corporate girl, right? What's a prop? He showed me a picture and I'm like, it's a piece of coroplast with a sticker on it. We messed around with it and I found out something really amazing. I'm really good at it. My mission for the past couple of years is, so Ty puts on some amazing events, okay? Some amazing events. I've been a huge fan for a while. Like getting to work with her that's my excitement, okay? I've been invited to a couple of events that I didn't print for. And I'm even going afterwards and it was an amazing event. Whoever did this did a great job. Like I'm a fan. I'm not a hater. I don't want to have to go out there and say, oh, you need to work with me because I'm not going to put somebody's work down because it's beautiful work. And there's enough, and I say this again, there's enough work for all of us. We don't have to be like dogging somebody else to get that client because that doesn't make you look good. Okay, you want to stand on your principle. What's that old saying? God don't like ugly, don't mean how much makeup you put on it.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been a fan. Okay. I've been wanting to work with her. So we got the opportunity to work with her. What I want to teach event planners is sometimes you don't have a tie budget. Okay. There's where I'm trying to fill in this gap. I want to give you a tie look as much as I can without that tie budget. Okay. Not everybody comes in where you're actually taking the wood and building the frames and building this big build out. But you want to give your client that wow factor.
I love a good build out.
Oh, no, I love a good build out too, but let's talk realistically. About 70% of your clients want the look without the price, or maybe they just don't even have it. And that's where the three of us combined. This is your wall. This is our budget. What can we do and stay within your budget? So when you just have a graphic designer, well, let's cover it. Let's build this and do that. And okay, because that's her job to make it look good. You have time to come in to give the logistics of that's not going to work. Then you come with me, I'm the engineer, and I'm like, okay, we can hang this here, we can put that there, and let's get it done. So that's where the three of us are coming together so that from A to Z, you don't have any pieces in the middle missing. If you don't know how to build or how to write a contract, there you go. If you don't know how to design, there you go. If you don't know how to build it out or structure it or measure correctly, because let me tell you guys, this iPhone, there's an app on here that does measurements. It's not a tape measure. You will fail every single time. If you rely on measurements, it's taken from a phone.
You know what, Lee? I love that. What I would like to do is I would love to go like round table and talk about what is our biggest pet peeve, the biggest problem that we face with our clients And I
don't wanna
guarantee, and it
answer
can be from a planner, and it is not personal, right? But for you, from a planner and from a designer, what is the biggest, like, oh my God, I just wish they knew this and I wish they quit doing this and sending this to me like this. Tell us, we're on this side now. Designer, what's your biggest pet peeve that we do?
Two of them.
That's one. Then we're gonna go into something else. We gotta be on the game.
Two, really easy. They send me fuzzy artwork and they don't know how to measure.
Okay, fuzzy artwork, don't know how to measure it. Now, I actually have that same issue, but
Yeah, I was gonna say just bad artwork, very bad. Even just regular pictures of themselves. So if I have to send a picture to
You don't like the duck lips in the bathroom?
like the selfie is also a screenshot of a Facebook photo. Okay, got you. Okay, so it's the quality, and I tell people there's garbage in, there's garbage out, for sure. So quality does matter, but it also matters what you're able to present for your clients is based on what they give to you. So you have to set those expectations as well. Now, so you gave me some design and printing. Okay, so now from a planner side, I know when I don't get measurements and I don't have a budget, right? Now, not this planner here, because this planner is making sure that I'm talking about everything is dotted and crossed. But I will get a job and somebody's like, hey, design for this event. I can have all the ideas in the world, but if I don't know what a budget is, I don't know what material you can print on, I don't know if you're gonna do a build out. Am I doing a tie build out? Or am I doing a $99 banner? Y'all see
Oh, wait a
the
minute.
$99?
And I need it tomorrow.
And you need it tomorrow, right? And tomorrow is Sunday. So yeah, those things definitely, let's go around another time. Let's
Start with
come on, Ty. Give us a.
Okay, so what's the other question? Because I want to go back to her question too. I wanted to answer that question.
Yeah, let's answer that one.
What was the question again?
Was it on the job training or did you go to specialty?
So pretty much I pretty much learned by myself, but I did go to school and I did get my degree in business management and hospitality. But like the designer part, it was always in me. Like I didn't learn that piece from school. It was just more of like the contracts, all of those good things, you know. Well, no, they didn't really teach me run a show in college. So
I'm trying, look, we got all these degrees and all this experience, engineering and everything else. And the greatest teacher and probably the biggest tuition is experience.
for sure.
And here's my take. My dad told me this when I was younger and I didn't want to believe it. I wanted to go get a job at McDonald's. And I was 16. I remember my dad saying, you will not work at McDonald's. Said, if anything, you'll go be an apprentice for graphic design. I was like, what is an apprentice? And what does that entail? He said, go work for free and get your skill up. And I was like, first of all, who works for free? I'm 16. I need this McDonald's money. You're always talking about you got McDonald's money. I want to get McDonald's money. And what I didn't understand at the time is just the value of your experience, the value of your learning that is going to take you to the next level. It's not what you can trade your time for a dollar amount, right? So what I was thinking in my head, I wasn't raised this way, but I was just thinking everybody else goes and gets a job and that's how they're able to buy the things they want as teenagers. I wasn't looking at the fact that my dad said, literally invest your time right now. Invest, because you know, a lot of the stuff that y'all are looking at, y'all are looking at daddy's teachings, okay? I'm just passing them on to you all. That's a part of his legacy that I wanted to pay forward. But what I really took from that was have a high level skill and your skills pay the bills. So he worked in a corrections job. He retired from corrections. He was military before that. He was full-time dad of two. He was black man, 6'2", with two Mexican looking kids. Everybody calls us, well, why does your dad have Mexican kids? Like, listen, that was his world. That was us. And I will say that the thing that he did that showed us the most was entrepreneurship was not just you being able to do something. It was you being able to stick to it, you being able to hone that skill, you being able to sell that skill. Y'all, I don't care how skilled you are. If you can't tell somebody you do this thing, that's going to be your biggest blocker. So that's when I said, when you get an opportunity to go on YouTube, you don't know who's going to see you on YouTube. You don't know who's going to hear your voice. You don't know who's going to see your craft. And if you're just confident in what you do, it will spill over into opportunities.
right? So that's my goal, is to help you all implant that confidence so that you do invest in the next level thing. And sometimes you're investing with your time, sometimes you're investing with your money, sometimes you're investing with both of those things. And that's when I feel your investment is the most fruitful. When you invest time and money, you're not wasting any of those things, right? If you get something for free, you may get a resource. How many freebies, Freebie Friday folks I got in here? Y'all get these freebies and y'all collect them like Pokemon. What are you doing with them? When you pay attention. And that's what college tuition is. That's what happens when you do decide to invest in a mentor. You're going to put those resources to work quicker than if you were just collecting information. And that's why it is important for us. And I even asked everyone here today, like, what are you good at doing that people ask you, how do you X, Y, and Z? Because if somebody's asking you how to do it, they already have the confidence in you that you may not even see yet. Nobody's asking you how you did something. They don't believe you can do it. So I want you to understand, when you, number one, have the opportunity to teach, that is a blessing. That is one of the highest blessings, because God is trusting you to instill information into other people outside of yourself. But also on the flip side of that, because we're so selfless, we'll get out there and help everybody else, but we're not understanding where we need to help ourselves. So when you're in a position, raise your hand, ask those questions, get the information. It might sound like a silly question in your head, but as soon as you ask it, everyone else is so relieved because they wanted to know the same answer.
Very much so.
And I'm telling y'all that because you have an opportunity right now. Y'all have about 5 more minutes. So at 7:15, I wanted to wrap this up because we got to finish our setup here. So y'all have Spitfire. Y'all can ask questions right now. We can do a dance together. Y'all gonna get quiet on me? I don't even dance, but I'll do something for the next 5 minutes. Y'all have any questions? Come on, Kelly.
Like when I put on the spot,
Well, I'll tell you this. So Kelly, you're getting into the coaching space, right? Okay. So as a creator, because you're a great, wonderful creative, you produce quality work, you communicate well. What is it that might be holding you back in the coaching space?
I guess, how do you get over the fear of people not wanting to hear what you have to offer?
I love that. I will tell you this, your sheep will hear your call. So as long as you're talking and you're not being quiet and sitting in the corner like I do in the club, be in the corner like, nobody come talk to me because you're in the corner, girl. As long as you're presenting something that you do and you do well and that you love, like, let's be clear, people can tell when you do something with love and when you're doing something just for money.
Yeah.
Your sheep will hear your call. The people that you're talking to, your community will develop from your ideals and the things that you project into this world. Would you say the same thing, Tom?
I agree. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll pull in the back of that. You may have people that use you for you. Okay. They're going to use her for her. They're going to use her for her. I have people that use me for me. Now, both in this building, both me and my husband do the exact same thing. And he has his own little followers. They don't want to talk to me. They want Nate. Okay. And it's the same thing. They will come in the front door and where is she? Okay. They don't want him, even though we're 20 years into this, right? He can mimic exactly what I do. They don't want him. They want me. When you find that niche, when you find those people, it's magic.
And it works. And I think it also allows you to show up. So even when you don't want to do something for yourself, and I'm sure you could feel this, like, oh, I don't want to get up and make this content today or record this thing. I would suggest just commit to doing something live once a week. Something live once a week will let you know that people value you. Even if it's 5 people that show up, you're like, 5 people showed up for me. Y'all want to hear what I have to say for real? And
yeah, I had a dilemma today, and I threw a real quick ad up on Instagram. And what did I say? Within like 5 minutes, somebody answered. I hired, post down, and we're going.
Wow.
You will have people that support you. I promise you.
This is a people industry, right? We're getting into everything. Y'all know I'm all into automation. I even designed automation for me. But people are the reason why I'm even getting into what Ty's doing with event planning is relationships, is building what people want from the ideas that they have in their heads. You're bringing it into the real world, because technically, man, you do more events than any of us. Let's be real.
No,
Like
okay,
more
so-
events walk through that door today. We're closed. We're closed. Hotlanta is closed today, and events walked in this door and still happen.
So I need to give props where props is due.
That is true.
Okay. I'm a printer. I do one thing, I print. Okay. As an event planner, the amount of, how do you say it? Brain space? What do you say?
That bandwidth oh yeah, and the type of brain activity that's
Okay.
required. Yes.
Kudos, hands down.
Mhm.
She has to worry about like, okay, plates, silverware, napkins, table coverings, flowers, vases, lights. Did they come on time? Do we have enough? Are the tables the right tables? Are the right height? Did they match? Carpeting, what else? I mean, there are like,
Everything.
there's so many variables to make a successful event. That's not my thing, but I can be here as a second to her. I can be here when so this is where we created our niche. The hour of. It has happened. She calls me. They sent me a bar. It's the wrong bar. The graphics don't fit. What do I do? Give me 15 minutes. Measure and we're gone. Okay. You've got to make sure that the people that you're working for have your back. And I've said this before, early on in my career, I could have been a Fast Signs, I could have been a Signorama. You would never get the same customer service. At 5 o'clock, doors are shut. They don't work on weekends. I didn't want to be there for my community like that. So I don't follow the rules. They don't like me. We just made the announcement come January 15th. We're going 6 days a week. And mid-February, we're going to be going 24 hours a day, 6 days a week. Because Ty, let's use Ty as an example. If she's striking, what does the word strike mean? Break down. If she's breaking down an event, usually what time is it? Give me an example, like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning sometimes? Okay, that may be her only time to pick up her prints for the job for tomorrow. Okay, what we've done is we've changed our business model to support her. We've changed our business model to support her because we understand if she gets that last minute call, she's calling the designer at the last minute. And now who do they have to print at the last minute? She can design all of the most beautiful props in the world. But if she doesn't have anybody to execute them, they're wasting their money. So what we've designed is that trifecta. You can call the event planner, you guys, Ty, to get it done at the last minute. You can call the designer. They can design on the fly. Okay, you can't find you cannot find that many event planners or designers that can design while you're sitting in front of them. She caught me, 2 nights ago? I was designing on a Zoom and right in front of the customer. And within 10, 15 minutes, everything is done. We've got it approved. It went to press and it was delivered with 3 hours. You can't find that. And the conference was later that afternoon. You've got to find people that are reliable. You're going to burn through some people. People are going to say, oh, I can do it. And then you're going to find out, no, they can't. Once you find those people that have your back, stick with them. Be loyal to them like they're loyal to you. Loyalty will get you so much further. A relationship will get you so much further. A normal customer just can't pick up the phone and call me and say, hey, I've got an event tomorrow. She knows she can burn my phone up and I'm going to pick up that phone. What's the problem? How can we fix it? I'm going to give her an honest answer. It's unrealistic. I can't do it, or yeah, that's something I can do. But at least she has that resource that the owner of another company is going to pick up the phone for her. Okay. I make myself, even though it's text message, anybody, anywhere can hit my phone. I may not answer you personally picking up the phone, but I'm going to hit you back on a text. 24 hours a day, literally 7 days a week. I hear the phone go off in my sleep and I still answer it. They think I'm crazy. But it goes for her too. If she's designing something and she's stuck and it's a deadline, she knows she can call me and say, okay, my Canva, if you guys looked at my chat sequence, I have so many people that are designing in Canva that are stuck. They can't get it to go big enough because these guys, you can't design these full size on Canva. There's a trick. They'll text me, I'm going to give you that trick. This is why we need you to take her class. If you take her class, you don't have to call me asking how to design in Canva, because Miss Amazing over here has already taught you the basics. So now, once you've taken her class, once you get certified, you send it to me, it's gone, okay? I can't express enough how what you guys learned with her is priceless. She should charge more for her classes, but she doesn't.
Yeah, I heard that part, and it's recorded. So I would like to say this thing too, with what you do. I think we're all in a service. We're servant leaders, and we really enjoy serving in the superpowers that we really have. So what Ty does working in her mode of genius is really serving. It's taking somebody's idea and their vision, and it's producing it for them. And I want to see in your world, I want us to speak up about this a little bit. What is your superpower? We're always like highlighting what's good in other people. Like what is the superpower that you have, that you offer?
I would say my superpower is to be able to have a client tell me exactly what it is they want.
Mm-hmm.
They can tell me at that one time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to deliver it with whether it's my proposal, the mock-ups and things of nature. It's like, wow, that's exactly what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Like I probably had like once in my career where someone, and she wanted to be the planner and all that. But where they said like, oh no, you should do this. But other than that, like my clients, like they trust me to do what I do. So that's my superpower, just being able to go in there, execute and getting the job done and really giving them that wow factor. And when they're paying me these thousands of dollars, they don't even think about what they paid me because they walk in here like, wow, this was an experience.
So would you say that's more on coordination?
I would say coordination and just the planning as
The
well
execution
too.
of it?
Yep, the execution, the design, and pretty much like all of the bases.
That's why I like to call it production now, because now I didn't understand the difference between all of these terms. I thought an event planner was like the details. I was like, planning. I can do those things if I want to, but then I have to cut off the creative brain to do the planning side. That's kind of how I felt. But when I saw that what you're doing is actually production, it's like if you think of what a movie is, the parts that go into the movie, the scenes, the actors, even the music that goes into it, you are orchestrating all of these different things and creating an experience, just like a movie is an experience. So literally, like you make movies in real life, like in real time, that people get to experience. And yes, there may be like a collection of some videos or pictures, but what they really hold with them is the actual experience. And that's what we do as creatives. We hope that somebody takes our art. So your art, Leanne, is literally in what you produce. Your art is like physical work that people have, even though we have to break it down and throw it away afterwards most of the times. It's still an experience. Same as with you all doing graphics, balloons, even when you're doing rhinestones, whatever you're doing, you're building an experience that gives people a feeling when they experience your work. So if they can feel something, it's different than when they go to Walmart and buy something. They really go home with an experience from you. And if you aim to serve people, and if you aim to create experiences for people, you can't go wrong. You can't go broke in an industry where you're serving with love. And you're serving something that people really desire. So
especially in the industry that we're in now, it's like, we are in a recession, whether we want to say it or not, right? But when you have that skill, it's like, you'll have like slow moments, but you will still have the money coming in. Like it's like I say, when I first started, I was doing events for $500. Now clients, I'm doing events for like with $550,000 budgets. So it's like it's.
Can I ask you a little question? Because I personally, for a $550,000 budget, where are you going to market that, and what are you going to market to make sure that you attract? Because we don't go looking for that type of client. That type of client is attracted to you. How do you attract those types of clients?
So pretty much like every chance you get, you have to show up and you have to show out. Like say for instance, somebody say, okay, Saisha, I got $50,000 budget. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make that 50,000 budget look like $100,000 event. Like I'm gonna always go over the top, you know? So it's like the clientele that I have now, it's like relationships, because that's what you want to do. Like how, just piggyback what Lynn said, it's about relationships. So once you have that relationship with your client, it's like, okay, whatever I say, like that's what it is. Like rarely my clients even talk me down now, because it's like, no, I get it. Like that's what it costs to get this type of event that we want to do.
Yes. That's
Well,
exactly-
and I think the reputation that you have, when you give them a number, they don't balk it,
Mhm.
because her reputation
Right.
precedes that. I'm not going to question it.
Right.
I've seen the work that she can do. She's the shit. Sorry. She's the bomb.
Let's use that word too.
But okay, so she and I had an interesting event, like 2 months ago? And I hate printing blues and grays. Okay. The blues turned out, what'd she call it? Purple?
I know, I call it blur. My community knows it's blurple, so.
Okay,
yeah,
blurple,
blue is
okay.
purple.
And it was, 45 minutes before the event? And come on, will you guys be honest with me? If it would have been any other printer.
No, it wouldn't have been done.
Okay, I got a panicky phone call. This stripe, which is in the middle of where they're taking pictures, okay?
The focal point.
This stripe is the wrong color. And it wasn't anything I did wrong. It was anything the printer did wrong. We didn't color match, and we didn't say this needs to be, everything about this event was last minute. So when we came and we installed, what can we do? There's not going to be any other printer. Any other printer's like, well, you already paid for it. This is what you got. This is what you sent me. Deal with it. This is why relationships are so important, guys.
Sure.
Okay. I stopped, cranked what I was doing, grabbed a color that we had already printed that she had approved, isolated it, blew it up, sent my husband out. It was fixed, 5-10 minutes before they walked in the door.
Yeah.
But that's what you've got to do. You've got to be able to go over and above for your customer. And I agree with her, bring it every single time. I always tell people, we just talked about it tonight. Under promise and over deliver.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Don't go broke. Stay within your budget. Always under promise and over deliver. Tell them you're going to have it done in 3 and deliver in 2. That's the kind of reputation that you want. I know I'm preaching, but you only get one opportunity to have one name. You can go through life having a really great name, or you can go through life having a really bad name. What do you, can I throw some, can we have more than 5 minutes?
Let's see, do you all, let me see in the chat. Can we get a 100? If this information is valuable and you want us to give you a tiny extension, throw 100 in the chat. Let me know what it is tonight that you learned, something that you value, and then we'll see. Okay, I'm getting some 100s.
Okay.
From Leanne.
So what do you know? I want to ask you a question. I want to hear your answer.
Mhm.
The same question is going to go to you, and I want your answer because I want them to understand the flip side of this. How do you deal with people that talk down about your work in order to try to get jobs away from you?
No, I don't hear. I don't hear that.
Did you ever?
No.
What advice would you give for somebody who's in the event world and they're so hungry to get that job, they're willing to talk bad about?
I would say no. Don't talk about anyone. Don't compare yourself to anyone. Like what God has for you is for you. You know, you just have to
I've said that a
continue
lot.
to perfect your craft day in, day out, day in, day out. I was in my basement putting flowers together, putting balloons together. I remember the first event as far as like a baby shower. When I say it looked like trash, I'm talking about trash. But like I kept perfecting my craft and I never compared myself to people. Even when I came to Atlanta and I stepped out here by myself, it's some great designers here in Atlanta, right? But I never compared myself. I never said, oh, well, what's she doing or what he doing or how they doing it. I just found my own lane and I just was like laser focused, and that's what really got me to where I am today. So people are like mentioning my name when they mention these high caliber event planners and stuff. But it's like I said, I created my own lane and I stayed in that lane, focused.
What would you say about that?
I would say it is almost a testimony to the greatness that you are for people to, number one, talk about you and feel. I always say if someone is threatened, I kind of smirk a little bit because I'm like, you're threatened by me? What? Tell me a little bit more about why you're threatened. And I don't do it in a way that I enjoy conflict because I'm not a person that enjoys conflict at all. However, I just see it as a motivator to continue to keep my focus because I didn't get where I am focusing on anybody else and comparing myself to them or putting them down. I got where I am because I listened to my direct connection with God and I serve people and I do it and I serve people at a high level. And I'm always going to improve because I'm always seeking to serve better and serve at a higher level. That's all that I can do. Now, listen, every now and then if a little drama comes your way, I only indulge in drama when it brings a coin. And I will tell you, there has been one time in my life that that's actually happened. I've increased my membership 25% in one 24-hour period because of a drama situation. But it was because of the way I extended myself to that person that was seeking to cause drama. And I resolved it in such a way, I don't even know. They were like, girl, I would have jumped through the screen. Listen, I resolved it in a way that pulled that person into me rather than showed me as somebody that was willing to villainize somebody else and destroy somebody else. And the way that resonated with the community was like, well, dang, if she treat her people like she treat her enemies like that, I can't imagine what's like, let me jump in her membership and see what it's like to actually be on her good side. And I think that's how I work. I demonstrate. I can show you better than I can tell you. That's what my dad used to say growing up. I'll show you better than I can tell you. That's how I live my life.
Well, the reason I ask is yesterday was Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And in most event planners' lives, Friday and Saturday are the crazy days.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I literally had to talk an event planner off the ledge. She was crying and she got dogged by another event planner. And she called me wanting to know what to do. And I'm talking people off the ledge.
We need some creative therapy session. We have like a hotline.
Being that I had an amazing event planner that has been doing this for such a long time, I wanted your aspect on that. So you have the same theory that I do. Focus on you.
Yeah, that's fine.
And she literally said what I say every day. What God has planned for you is for you.
That's it.
People that are, how do I want to say it? People that are unhappy with themselves, they try to make everybody else around them unhappy. So it may just be that we were born the same day, we do the same things, we went to the same school. You got hired for something different that I didn't get hired for. And now I'm jealous. And I just, I'm so unhappy. I want everybody around me to be unhappy too. Don't let somebody else's problems become your problem. Okay? Keep your joy in here. I can't say that enough. Be careful of your resources. You don't necessarily want to gatekeep, but you don't want to give away your knowledge. Just give it away. You've earned it. You've worked for it.
People respect it. They pay when they pay attention. They pay attention when they pay. And I've heard that a lot of times. And I think it's true for the value of the work that you do too. So in our heads, you are the type of customer that you want. And if you want a different type of customer, you have to change the type of customer that you are. So if you go always and only seeking the free stuff, nothing in life is free. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you got something for free, you're the product. That's how that goes. So when you get a free movie ticket, they literally are getting you in there because they want you to buy this popcorn, they want you to buy this drink, they want to see if their movie actually has value and get a review from you. You are the product. So at any given time, you're trading some value for something else of value. That's what the human experience is truly about when it comes to a market. That's what a market is. So figure out your market value. Figure out what you have the highest market value in, plus love to do, because there's a difference. Sometimes we have a high market value in something like I can write really well, but I don't like writing. It causes me to procrastinate to no end. If you procrastinate doing it, it's probably not for you. If you procrastinate, like if you don't wake up wanting to do that thing, it's probably not for you. And
And you can find somebody that does wake up wanting to do that thing so that you can have on your first brain what you want to do when you wake up. Find that partnership, that person that makes it easier. I don't enjoy producing anymore. I tell Lynn that I used to have a brick and mortar. I used to produce for people. I wanted to be a visionary. That's more of what Ty gets to do. So I get to learn from that respect. I don't like to do the planning part. So I want to be a visionary, just be creative, have someone produce at a high level that I don't have to worry about their level of production, and then have someone that keeps the details in line. So this is perfect for me to say, okay, well, I just like teaching creative people and seeing creative things come to life. And I get to do that every single day because I chose to do that, but also because I chose to do that even when I wasn't getting paid. And I think that that's what nobody's telling you. Like, everybody wants to tell you how to be successful and be rich, like how to be happy doing the things that make you successful and rich is a totally different conversation. And if that's what you truly want to do what your heart desires that people value. It's a double-edged sword. And when you find that combination, you're hitting gold, and you're able to continue hitting that goal. Like, that goal doesn't run out of resources. You're literally making that every single time you decide to create. And I think that's where we've been able to discover and continue working in our creative lanes, whatever those lanes are. So I want to ask one more question, Ty, for you on this end. Okay. What is your dream event to produce?
So me and Beyonce share the same birthday.
What? Come on, Beyonce, let's claim it.
I would love to do an event for Beyonce. Like, I've already got the whole vision planned out, mapped out in my head.
Can we get a glimpse of what that, like, just a glimpse? Like, what would you have planning that in your head? What do you have to map out? Venue, colors, like experience,
Food,
like
everything.
Oh, but just give us a
So
glimpse of that event, a teaser for that event.
So the DJ, I'm gonna have 3 DJs.
3 DJs.
And it's gonna be like different levels, but it's gonna be like such a wow factor. Like the DJs are gonna be like moving, like it's gonna be like insane. Like
What?
Because Beyonce got the budget, so you can like
I know that's right.
oh wow, like it's endless what you can do for a Beyonce budget. But like if I was to ever get that opportunity, I'm blown out the water.
So when you get the opportunity,
When I get the opportunity for our birthdays.
So I have a question for you on that note. When you had that client, you know they have the money, and then they stick you with an insane low budget, what do you do?
Well, I guess that's a superpower that I have too. Because I've had someone say, "Oh, Taisha, all I got is 10,000."
all I got is this little old, and then
We turned it into about over $100,000 event. So it's just really how you're speaking to your client. It's not about trying to be like conniving or convincing or anything like that. Like, if you want an experience, this is what it's going to cost to give you that experience. Now, if you just want this, then that's what you're going to get. And I'm a visual person, so I know my clients, they're visual. So if they can see, it's like, oh man, like, well, no, I want that. I don't want to take that off. So it's like, now, okay, you got this $100,000.
So you would say it would be more on their posture, their self-confidence, and what you noted on, your value of self-worth.
For sure.
Okay, so how you think about it, position it, and then relay it to the customer. If you don't have confidence in yourself, neither is your client.
You have to have confidence, for sure. Confidence will take you a long way. Seriously.
Now, I've preached it and I've said it before. Not all money is good money. Not all business is good business. Okay. The best business that you can absolutely invest in is yourself.
Sure.
that's true.
With me, this is what I do. I print. I'm really good at it. I'm really, really good at it. Yeah, I could do this and I could do that. And they try to get me, you do it. I don't want to right now because right now I'm really good at what I do. I could branch out and do a million different things, but then that one thing that I'm really, really good at is going to suffer. Focus in on what you are, put blinders on, go straight ahead, full force, and have confidence in yourself. If your customer has the confidence to come and hire you, you need to have the confidence enough to execute.
That's it.
And don't be afraid to ask for your money.
And I think that that is one of the bigger pieces of what confidence does do for you. It allows you to see that somebody has already trusted you. Somebody already believes that you can do it. Somebody has already planted in their mind that you are their solution. So you don't have to do any convincing at that point. I don't believe in marketing to convince anybody. I believe in marketing to make sure that people know who you are and what you do. That's it. You lay it out there, you show people better than you could tell them, and then you allow them to make the decision of whether they trust you to do that process or that service. So as long as you're showing up, that's our thing. Normally, we don't get the success that we want because we're not showing up. So as long as you show up and you show up with your skill level will increase automatically just because people trust you. Because every single time you do something, you're going to be better at it. You're going to increase that skill set. But if you don't put it out there in front of people, you will stay stuck. You will stay doubting yourself, and people won't know what to invest in with you. So you have to make sure that that opportunity is available to people first and foremost.
I only have one more thing to say and I'm out.
What's that again?
As an event planner, and I'm going to hope that you concur, if you panic in front of your customer's going to panic. Okay. Even if something doesn't go exactly right, maybe they sent all pink balloons and no green and gold. Okay. If you panic, it's going to set your client into a panic, and it's going to set the whole night into a panic. You are the root of that event. People are coming to you left and right. Where does this go? What does that do? If you remain calm, you keep it under control, even though it's the wrong color, even though it didn't show up, even though it's running late, your client is going to have more confidence in you that you got this handled. If you have a complete meltdown in the middle of an event, it's done.
Got it. Council Christmas.
Am I correct on that? So being an event planner, like I said, I have very much respect for Ty. I can't even imagine, like, some food didn't show up, or the liquor didn't show up on time, or I can't even imagine the possibilities of, there's so many moving pieces that you have to be responsible for. On my end, what happens if very rarely does it happen, but what happens if I'm in the middle of printing something and the ink malfunctions, or I run out of paper, or I don't know, there's a power outage, I don't know. How we handle it with our customers is how they're going to appreciate how they do business with us more.
Absolutely. And I'll add, if you get an opportunity, and I say an opportunity because it isn't always about sales and making money, it's about opportunities, networking, building relationships as well. So if you get an opportunity to come out to something like this, where we are like our time is probably our most valuable commodity, especially when you build up the level of your skills to where you're just like, I could do this, or I could sit at my computer and make a couple $1,000s when I send this email. If you get an opportunity to be in the presence of people who are doing what you want to do, and I'm saying that because I'm about to tell you about a couple of opportunities. This one that we just did right here. Ty has an opportunity coming up for her big gala. What is it? The blackout experience. The blackout experience. So we'll be talking more about that coming up. But if we offer you an opportunity to come work with us, that's the pick your brain opportunity that you've been like, I want to go to lunch and pick your brain. If we offer an experience at Hotlanta where we physically, like, I drive my behind all the way out here 6 hours to Atlanta to be able to allow you all to lay hands on graphics and boards and really build an experience, and then also, get a chance to interface with us like this. This is our reaching out to the community. This is not the way that we make money. I'm gonna tell you what, this costs us money to do this most times, because we're literally placing ourselves in a position where we're taking away from the things that actually make us the majority of our money. But it's given us an opportunity to give back and to pay it forward and to teach and to really save some tuition that I know for a fact we've already paid. Some hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's a PhD level tuition that we paid in experience. And I just want to make sure that you all are tapping into that however you can. Even if you're on this live right now, you're tapping into that. And then in addition to that, you're taking advantage of the opportunity to ask questions, to get the information that you need. And thirdly, this is the most important part, you are executing. Because the information may be on us, but the execution is absolutely on you. And The biggest payday that I see is not when I hear cha-ching on Shopify. It is literally when I hear you all having success. And that is the reason why I do what I do. I know that's the reason why Ty and Lynn are doing what they do. It's literally seeing the success lights us up. So in order to keep us lit, like literally, you've got to be applying this stuff and having success and showing us that what we're doing here matters. These extra minutes we gave you matter, and that you're really using this stuff and it's helping you in your real life, in the real world. That is what I ask of you. You don't have to buy anything right now. I'm gonna say something later on email. Don't worry about it. You'll get an email, something to sell. But for right now, just make sure that you're promising to yourself, that you're promising to your families, your communities, the freedom that you want to have, the freedom that you want to purchase in order to have the life that you want to live and design your life. Is going to come from your commitments, your sacrifices, and the things that you are putting into this world and creating of this world. Do we have any closing, like last advice? Because this is it. We gave y'all extra minutes. Lynn asked, you know, she pleaded for some extra minutes. Y'all got those. I didn't see any more questions come through here. But I do want to have final words, like what would be, before they log off of this YouTube tonight, what advice could you give somebody to execute tonight?
I would say to just go after that thing. Don't be scared. Don't put yourself down. Don't compare yourself. Make investments. Like the greatest investment that you can ever make is in yourself. That's why I am where I am today, because I was not afraid to invest in myself. My friends, they was like, Ty, you invest in 10,000, you invest in 20,000, you invest in you. And it's like, if you look at my life now, it's like, whoa, like people look at me now, it's like, wow, like you made it, because I was never afraid. Even when I had $1 in my pocket, I was willing to invest that dollar. Like, you have to bet on yourself. Like, you have to bet on yourself to really go and get that life that you want. Like, we're already creators, so like, go out there and create the life that you want. Like, I'm waking up every day working hard because I have a lifestyle in my mind that I want, and I'm going to obtain it each and every day. Like, whatever you want in this world, like, you can get it. There's enough money out here for everyone to win. Everyone.
You don't have to be jealous of somebody else's success. Let your success be your story.
Let the success talk. We can be introverts when that success can talk all day. And now I would just say, for my final advice is to literally design your life. Close your eyes, and tonight, you can do this tonight. Picture what it is that you actually want. A lot of times we're adopting other people's dreams because it just looks pretty, and we don't know if that's even what we want. I will tell you my biggest flex. I tell y'all this all the time. Homeschool the kids. My uniform is t-shirt and biking shorts. That is my biggest flex. I can show y'all a private jet or any of those things. That would not be my biggest flex. So make sure that the life that you are really designing is the one that you desire and the one that you're building every single day with every single decision that you make. And I promise you, you're going to have whatever it is that you dream of, as long as when you wake up, you're attacking that dream. Yes. You're going after that particular dream and not nobody else's. Okay, that was just my advice. Y'all do that tonight. Y'all go to sleep tonight. Just promise me that you're gonna dream your dream and you're gonna wake up and you're gonna live your dream.
Live it, y'all. It feels good.
All right, so we're about to head up out of here. Y'all already know we appreciate you and we love you dearly. And until next time, bye. Good night, y'all. Because don't nobody talk no trash about nobody else. We still live. Like, talk trash about other people. Love y'all. Bye.